Hey, Chris here. Black Friday game day is coming to Prime, and it'll be an epic day of live sports. Black Friday football is at the center of it, with the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's followed by the final night of the Emirates Cup NBA group play, and a doubleheader starting with the Bucks and Knicks at 7 p.m. and the Mavericks and Lakers at 10 p.m. What a nightcap game that is. But the whole day starts with the return of the Capital One Skins game, as 4 elite PGA golfers face off with $4 million on the line. Black Friday game day tees off with Capital One Skins game at 9 a.m. Eastern before the big Bears-Eagles game at 3 p.m. And it culminates with a double dose of Emirates NBA Cup action, featuring Bucks-Knicks at 7 p.m. and Mavs-Lakers at 10 p.m. Only on Prime.
Rinse takes your laundry and hand-delivers it to your door, expertly cleaned and folded. So you could take the time once spent folding and sorting and waiting to finally pursue a whole new version of you. Like Tea Time You. Or this Tea Time You. Or even this Tea Time You.
So did you hear about Dave?
Or even Tea Time You.
So update on Dave.
It's up to you. We'll take the laundry. Rinse. It's time to be great.
Black Friday savings are here at the Home Depot, which means it's time to add new cordless power to your collection. Right now, when you buy a select battery kit from one of our top brands like Ryobi or Milwaukee, you'll get a select tool from that same brand for free. Click into one of our best deals of the season and stock up on tools for all your upcoming projects. Get Black Friday savings happening now at the Home Depot. Limit 1 per transaction. Exclusions apply. Full eligible tool list in-store and online.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
So somebody named Anthony Black for the Orlando Magic last night scored 27 points in 17 minutes as part of an 84-point first half for the Orlando Magic on the road at Philadelphia.
It was such a pathetic performance.
27 points in 17 minutes.
Midway through the third quarter, it was like 111-70 or something.
Luka went crazy last night. The Lakers are good.
MVP of the day, by the way.
Luka is fun to watch. And Andre Drummond squared up legitimately on somebody at 7
Wendell
foot.
Carter.
Yeah, but squared up like did old-timey, know, I can't because I got my hand in the dirt. He did bare-knuckle fighting old-timey. I think like he was legitimately ready to fight.
Yeah.
And Andre Drummond as a 7-footer, that would be a 7-footer great at offensive rebounding is just generally someone I don't want to fight. Would you say that as a characteristic, if I say someone is 7 feet tall and they're good at offensive rebounding, that's not someone you wish to ever fight?
Wendell Carter wasn't scared. He didn't even back up. Wendell Carter was like, what are you going to do?
Is that the NBA stat you'd associate with is offensive rebounding and fighting?
It's not even that.
Is there another stat
So he could be 5'5". With that shoulder hair,
it's a lot of shoulder hair.
I would argue
ton of shoulder hair.
Fouls per game. If you have like a lot of fouls per game, you're someone I don't want to fight.
No, but to Dan's point, offensive rebound, you got to throw a chicken wing at somebody. You got to throw an elbow. You got to throw a knee low.
If you lead the league in fouls, though, I don't want to fight you.
although bringing down offensive boards is easier because people are trying to avoid that shoulder hair. It's disgusting.
Not everyone is mailing it in this week, okay? Because Jessica is bringing her A game here. Amin embarrassed himself yesterday with those weekend observations. Jessica's covering for him by doing not just an internet minute today, but an F1 minute. But I need your help here, Jessica, because I don't want you to blow a gasket, a tire, or anything. If we do F1, should we do that at the end or the beginning? Because there's a degree of difficulty on that lift that it make either the rest of the segment harder or might be harder to do at the end of the segment.
Perhaps the middle?
Okay, so we will start with LSU and the laugh out loud that's happening around what could be Mississippi State winning at home in the Egg Bowl on Friday, and people are writing, Lane better win. And I'm looking at it like, what does this affect Lane at all? Lane could not show up. Lane could not show up for the game, and he doesn't need to win because his next job is going to be a great one, even though he's 13-25 against ranked teams.
Did you see the message board geniuses post, Dan, that was allegedly a hint about his next stop from one of Knox Kiffin's friends via Fortnite?
Is that credible? Because I'd be willing.
Sounds credible to me.
I believe it.
I'd be willing to believe something on Fortnite that Lane Kiffin's kids would break this story before an insider. I'd believe that.
So this is shout out to message board geniuses who comb through all the message boards and post the funniest and most unhinged things every day. But this is from the Florida 247 message board, and it's a screenshot from a Discord channel from someone named Shay, and it says, "My source is Knox Kiffin. We played Fortnite yesterday online, and he told me his dad is going to LSU. Don't send this to chat, please."
Yeah, see, that's the part that gets me. That's why I think it's real. Because if it wasn't real, they wouldn't put, "Don't send this to the chat." It would be like, you want it everywhere. So that makes me believe it's real.
Are you guys saying Zaslow already reported this? Who else is? You reported it first. Who's going to get credit for breaking this story when it's him, obviously, to LSU?
Can I just say, I don't even care, man. Like, there's been too much Lane Kiffin content the last few weeks. Let's just ride it out and see what happens. I can't speculate any further.
I mean, I'm in Norman this weekend for LSU Oklahoma. Egg Bowl is the night before. I'm hoping Lane Kiffin's on the sidelines for LSU this weekend. I'm almost like WWE style, where he just shows up and says, "Oh my God, that's Lane Kiffin's music."
That would be great, honestly. I'm so excited. This weekend's going to be so great, Dan. There's so many great rivalry games this weekend. If I had to make a top 5, I don't even know if I could.
Top 5? Mike Ryan is whispering as you're talking in my ear about how Lane's camp has gone silent because...
I've been on this beat. A decision was made on Friday, and I know that Ole Miss and Florida are doing their best to do what LSU did to hijack this whole thing, but not a peep since Friday.
He hasn't posted any Tumblr quotes either, right? I haven't seen any.
No, but have you seen his press conferences? Dude's dealing with this about as well as anybody could.
Who is reporting that he'll stay at Ole Miss? Who's reporting that he might go to Florida?
No one's reporting that.
No,
Ole Miss.
No, Brett McMurphy, he put out his own graphic, and Brett is really dialed on this stuff, and he predicted Ole Miss is where he'll stay. Now, there's a lot of people that are really plugged in. Kirk Herbstreit probably knows more about the sport and like the inner workings of it than anybody, but he just doesn't come out and report that stuff. He put LSU. From what I was hearing last week before everyone buttoned it up tight, I'm pretty sure LSU hijacked this thing. The statement from the AD over at Ole Miss made it seem like he's for sure leaving, but this is airtight over the last week. Kudos to them.
Let's get to her top 5. There are 5 games this weekend, 5 rivalry weekend games worthy of our attention.
No, there's like 25 to 30, I would say. But I'm not putting just the ones with playoff implications in my list. For example,
so number 1 isn't Miami Pitt?
No, I'm actually excited to watch that. Like, look, I thought Pitt was better defensively than I expected. I'm not surprised that they crushed Georgia Tech last week because Georgia Tech's defense has been a problem all year. Like we talked about a few weeks ago with Cash Patel. I still don't know why he was on the show, but I'm curious about it, especially because like Mike, as you know, Miami hasn't played a lot of true road games this year, and it's going to be really freaking cold in Pittsburgh on Saturday for the noon kickoff. It's going to be like 30 degrees.
Oh, that's the part she's liking. As a Pittsburgh person, she's like, oh, when the warm weather people come, they don't like it much.
I'm going to Pittsburgh. I'm going to Pittsburgh for the first time in my life. I've never been to that crap town.
Well, text me if you need any recommendations. I had the best flats of my life at William Penn Tavern last weekend. I ate probably 40 of them. They were so good.
Those bridges are a delight. That town's underrated.
No, Mike
where
is
the Three
wrong.
Rivers meet.
Mike,
It's pretty.
You're wrong when you say that's a crap town.
It's just an old Browns
that
fan
is
thing
not
with me.
That is
yeah,
not
I'm not
a crap,
offended. AFC North crap talk, Dan. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah. I don't like the Browns anymore, but I still hate the Steelers and Ravens. I can't shake that.
Do you have OLI or is it just 5? You're saying there are 30 games. There are not 5 worth watching this weekend. 5?
That's, wow, child.
Learn ball.
Quiet, piggy. Okay. Let's start with OLIs. I'll give you 3 OLIs. The Oregon State-Washington State rematch.
Come on, that doesn't count.
Yeah, Canes fans are watching that game. Canes fans need a big W by the home team.
Western Kentucky, Jacksonville State, kind of a de facto conference play-in game. Clemson, South Carolina, both teams that stink this year but hate each other, so that's always fun when there's nothing on the line except pride.
Look, you need to be diagnosed with a malady. Come on.
What malady? No, actually, I'm getting over a cold right now. I don't know if I sound as bad.
I know what that
is.
This is sickness. What you just said there. Yes, that's all right. 5.
Wait, can I give you 2 more OLIs? Boston College, Syracuse, Dan. Okay, sneaky rivalry. They played each other a lot of times, like 70 times. And there is a doomsday ACC tiebreaker scenario where this game matters to the winning percentage of conference opponents, I believe. So, I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt.
Make me watch that.
For those that don't know, this is the second time Washington State and Oregon State are playing this season. There's a team going for a sweep.
Wait, what?
Yes, that's why it's fascinating.
It's an OLI. It's the Pac-12 championship, I guess. I mean, Paul Bunyan's axe is this weekend, Dan. Kentucky, Louisville, 2 more teams that stink that are playing against each other. Okay, I'll just give you the top 5.
Did you say Louisville stinks?
Louisville does not stink.
They don't stink. They only have 4 losses.
I mean, contextualize it. They've lost both Browns. They lost Miller Moss. Like, they're a shell of what they were.
Yeah, they're pretty hurt coming into this game. So I
appreciate Jess following the sport, unlike Jeremy.
Yeah, they have a lot of injuries. I'll give you a top 5. These are all going to be lame. Like, the playoff, the team that is favored wins. There's a big playoff implication.
So the OLIs are better in this list?
Yeah, because I like watching just the nastiest shit you've ever seen.
Because you've got a malady. That's what I'd call the malady. Watching
it's your list, so why wouldn't you have put the other ones in OLI
number 5.
and the ones you like in the actual list?
Number 5.
Let our guest speak.
Because it's for the audience too, Chris. Okay, I'm not going to go into details about Western Kentucky and Maverick McIver getting hurt earlier this season to give you a reason to turn on ESPN Plus to watch them play Jacksonville State. But I will give you number 5, the Iron Bowl. I don't know what this sound. Is this a foghorn?
It's
Leghorn?
A fanfare.
I can't hear it.
This game is huge. Auburn's kept big spreads tight in the Iron Bowl the last few weeks, last few seasons, and this is the smallest this spread has been. And you got a head coach that still thinks he's got an outside shot at getting the job. He's doing funky things with the quarterback over there. This one's tight, 5.5-point spread. Huge CFP impact.
Mike, excellent work by you in the gap there where Chris Cody, who's mailing it in this week, and has forgotten that Jessica needs the fanfare in order to know that she's nailed the joke. She's waiting for the fanfare. Without the fanfare,
there we go.
She is doing the same comedy that Rich Davis is doing with Sock Puppet on ESPN.
I was taking today seriously at work, but it seems as though the
Chris
whole narrative
Cody's
around it being an off day.
Just farting turkey. Number 4.
Okay. Number 4. We'll go with Texas A&M Texas. Winning in for Texas A&M in the SEC championship game. Same goes for Alabama in the Iron Bowl. There's a lot of road favorites this week, I will add. That's something maybe to keep an eye on. But look, I think Texas is not a bad football team. They've played in some terrible games. I think the Kentucky point was the low point of the season, and since then they've gotten steadily better. But Texas A&M, aside from the first half against South Carolina, has just been really solid this year. I believe the point spread right now is Texas A&M is like a 2.5-point favorite on the road at Texas, but would be a huge bummer for Texas A&M to stumble right before conference championship weekend against Texas, who they, of course, played for a very long time before they joined the SEC and then didn't play for like 14 years and now play again.
Texas A&M's kind of had an interesting schedule inside of the SEC. There's a lot of ranked teams in that conference, but Mizzou is like the toughest test Texas A&M has faced. Like they've kind of avoided like the teeth.
It would not be surprising to anybody if Texas beats Texas A&M based only on the fact that before this season started, if I said to anybody listening, "Hey, who do you think has the better athletes?" Your answer would be Texas. Like it's not.
I don't agree. I think honestly, Casey Concepcion and Mario Craver in the portal are probably the 2 best portal additions that any team made on offense. They both are top 5 in the SEC in receiving yards this year, and they're on the same team. Cassius Howell, I saw, got named to a awards list yesterday. He leads the SEC in sacks. He's got 11.5 sacks. Texas's star defensive player has 10 sacks, so he's right behind him. But I think Texas A&M is good, and Mike, you can only play the teams on your schedule, as you know. The conferences are too big, so we'll just obligatory conferences are too big right here.
Number 3.
Number 3, we'll go with sneaky good one. Oregon, Washington. I don't feel like enough people are talking about the fact that this game could ruin Oregon's playoff hopes. They're a 6.5-point favorite. I believe it is on the road, 3:30 on CBS Saturday. These teams have played each other over 100 times. They are our rivals, of course. But Washington has lost a couple of brutal games, like games that just make you lose your faith in humanity. However, based on like the advanced analytics, they're only like 17th in FEI, which is pretty good. So Oregon, not a huge favorite in this game, and like I said, could completely upend the Big Ten postseason for them if they do lose. So that's going to be a very interesting one for Oregon, especially coming off of like an emotional win against USC last weekend. Which, by the way, I hope we have time to talk about USC's game notes that were going viral from that game.
It's a malady. I can't talk about all the things that she wants to talk about. Number 2.
Vanderbilt, Tennessee. Oh, there they are. Dan.
Number 1.
Dan, when you were covering Miami, I'm sure you had to read game notes all the time. I don't know if anyone.
Yes,
Jeremy's
love
been on
game
a
notes.
beat.
Game notes. A lot of
you probably
professionals.
read them when they were like on typewriters. But anyways, if you want to get a kick out of something, these are like it goes
unnecessary shot.
It's just.
They were not on top right. I think they were faxes. I think they were faxes.
If you scroll down, it's like what you would say if you were like a message board poster about like what USC needs to do to win this game, instead of just being like, here's the head-to-head results against Oregon. It's just like, they said we weren't gritty enough. They said we weren't tough enough. They said we couldn't compete with real Big Ten football. Did they see the final score? And then it's like, beating Iowa was a culture win. It's like, I've never seen this in game notes before, so it's been very funny.
Everything they said was absolutely right.
Hey, Chris here. Black Friday game day is coming to Prime, and it'll be an epic day of live sports. Black Friday football is at the center of it, with the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's followed by the final night of the Emirates Cup NBA group play, and a doubleheader starting with the Bucks and Knicks at 7 p.m. and the Mavericks and Lakers at 10 p.m. What a nightcap game that is. But the whole day starts with the return of the Capital One Skins game, as 4 elite PGA golfers face off with $4 million on the line. Black Friday game day tees off with Capital One Skins game at 9 a.m. Eastern before the big Bears-Eagles game at 3 p.m. And it culminates with a double dose of Emirates NBA Cup action, featuring Bucks-Knicks at 7 p.m. and Mavs-Lakers at 10 p.m. Only on Prime.
It's the holidays and the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. The holidays are all about gathering around with family and friends, so why don't you bring out a cornucopia of that beautiful white can Miller Lite or draft, whatever it is. You know it's going to be a special time when you bring out Miller Lite, because Miller Lite makes special time Miller time. Whether it's a late night hang after the holiday party or standing around a fire pit with the fam, Miller Lite just fits. It's a taste you know you can depend on. Brewed for flavor with simple ingredients like malted barley, rich balanced toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. And at 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces, it lets you enjoy the season without weighing you down. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 50 years later. The best holiday beers are the ones you don't expect. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
All right, look, it's the holidays again, and people are running around and getting stressed out, and they're asking me, Roy, what should I get? What should I do? Give me some recipes. And every year I tell them the same exact thing. Get meat. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. It's meat. And Omaha Steaks, they deliver the world's best steak experience. USDA certified tender steaks. It tastes like someone actually cares about you. Burgers, steaks, comfort meals. All that stuff makes you go, that'll work. And now during the cyber sale, you can get 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo Dan at checkout. I've had Omaha Steaks many times. I've given them out too. People lose their minds. You hand them that box and suddenly they think you're the greatest human alive. 5 generations, same family, 100% guaranteed. Save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites during the cyber sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Dan at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code DAN at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details.
Dan Le Batard.
I don't like Smetty either.
Stugotz.
Women stay home in the kitchen where they belong.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Are you ready to do your F1 minute before number 1? This is the middle spot.
Fine. Let's do it. I'm not phoning it in this week. The race started at 11 p.m. Eastern, so I went to bed, but both McLarens got disqualified.
That's it. So that's not you phoning it in, that's you mailing it in, and that is just as bad as what
faxing it in.
What Amin did. Yeah, microfiching it in.
The internet minute's got to be better than that.
What is number 1? Not ready for the internet minute yet. She still wants to talk college football. Wait, she's not even.
You won't let me.
Number 1.
Fine. The egg bowl. The egg bowl. It's always stupid. Something stupid's gonna happen, but it's funny.
I mean, no Michigan, Ohio State, no Miami, Pittsburgh. What kind of list is this?
Okay, but OLI, the game. I think it would be shocking to me if Michigan lost, but not that shocking because
if Michigan won?
If Michigan won, I mean, because as we know, like this is just Ryan.
You'd been more shocked last year.
Jeremy has got. No. Jeremy's the only person I hear predicting. No, it's going to happen to Ohio State.
Michigan's going to win,
no matter how ridiculous you think that is. Look, we can agree that it's total chaos if that happens. If
Miami UM will get in,
and Mississippi
right
State. If Mississippi State beats Mississippi,
enough, Jeremy. Like, yes, it would be really bad for Miami. It'd be terrible.
Time to get in it. It's
Jessica's
Internet Minute.
People are saying 6-7 now. I don't know.
That is not fair what you guys have done to me. That
6-7.
You mail it in a way that is unacceptable.
Was that pre-planned?
It's disrespectful. You tell us, what are your thoughts on everything that happened there, including that wet sock calling Reese Davis rich at the end of it?
Why are you calling him a wet sock?
Because that guy sucks.
6-7.
As a spokesman, look, man, if you're going to make it a made-for-television absurdity where the judges are on TV announcing why they're making their picks, like, have the people be entertaining, talented at television.
6-7.
He took a stab at entertainment with 6-7.
Like, have the people be something that represents college football better than this guy in a sports coat.
I think he was absolutely spot on in all of his analysis on Tuesday night, so I think he did a great job. I think this joke was hilariously delivered, and I got a kick out of it.
6-7.
Dan, we're talking about it now. The entertainment television program. Guess what? Talk of the town Wednesday morning. Okay.
6-7.
Let's wish Jessica Thanksgiving here by emptying the file of Thanksgiving sounds here so that she can enjoy her holidays however it is that she chooses to spend them. What do you have for us in the way of emptying the Thanksgiving file here and wishing the audience a happy Thanksgiving?
I have Zion Williamson being asked his favorite side dish.
Happy Thanksgiving. You get to go home tonight and then leave tomorrow evening. Give us a little glimpse into what Zion Williamson's Thanksgiving looks like.
Just spending some time with my mom, stepdad, my friends, little brother, older brother, and get on the plane and go into Memphis.
What's your favorite dish? What you looking forward to eating the most?
He trying to set me up. And no matter what answer I give, social media gonna clown me. So no comment.
I'm sorry. You know what?
It's all love.
Makes me sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
It's our fault.
It's a poor choice by you.
Speaking of Memphis, Navy Memphis on Thanksgiving, another one, American Conference implications if Navy wins that game, although they would need some help to get into the conference championship game. Dan, I heard a wonderful, beautiful clip of MACtion head coach legend Eddie George talking about his turkey. It was, I would say, quite sensual, if you want to listen to that next.
I deep fry my turkeys. It's done with the same oil over the last 5 years, so it's full of seasoning. It has the perfect seasoning, perfect everything with it, and it's a 72-hour process, okay, where it goes into a brine that's homemade, then it sits in that brine for about 2 days, and then I take him out, then I inject him, with a homemade injectable marinade, baby, and then it sits for another 24 hours wrapped in the refrigerator, and all the marinade is getting into the joints, the juices, and it's really getting into the breast and the thigh and so forth. And then I take it out that morning on Thanksgiving and I dip it in the hot oil, and then it's delicious, and it's going just like that. I mean, I can cut it with a plastic butter knife. It's so tender.
Mama.
Did you say that to everyone or
that was
just
just
me?
in your ear.
Okay, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that
Wait,
clip
what
ending.
was it?
He said, "I'm hard," is what he said in my ear, and I thought he said that on air. None of it is helpful to me. And as this is happening,
It did sound pretty good.
As
part when he said
I mean,
I almost
can you
forgot.
isolate breast and thigh?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was so good that I almost forgot how terrified that guy was.
I want to put music under, like sensual music under that.
Let's do that before the end of the segment. Find
He kind of like smacks his lips at one point too.
Yeah, well, he made all our mouths water, but also during that, Mike Ryan accused Eddie George, and Mike Ryan's the leading authority throughout the country of reporting on these things, of dyeing his goatee.
He did. You can see it on the base.
Yeah, you see, so does that? Does he
You're
lose?
a nasty man.
Yeah, he loses points with his sensuality. Less credible if he's dyeing his goatee. Correct? Less authentic.
I mean, the goatee looks good. It's okay. There's certain people that make it work, and he's making it work right now. And he can talk to me about turkey any day of the week.
Before you go, I would have assumed that your internet minute would have been on either the Campbell's Soup CEO or the ShamWow guy. I would have thought that those would have qualified for internet minutes.
Apparently, the ShamWow guy is running for Congress in Texas to end wokeism.
He's got my vote.
Thank God. Have you
Mike? Amazing.
Back row is sleeping. Holy shit, was that a delayed reaction?
I thought you had more on it. I was going to lay out for you. I didn't know if you had more.
Okay.
Have you seen this? The ShamWow guy.
Patriot. Just like us.
See you later, Jessica. Happy Thanksgiving. Good seeing you. Check out her weekly Notre Dame podcast, The Echoes, with Mike Golick Jr.
This is not an echo chamber.
Real podcast.
She's being, there it is. She's being awfully gentle about Notre Dame being ranked in perception better than Miami. It's got to be a little bit annoying for her and Lucy to hear all of your Miami talk that helped run them out of Miami because you talk about Miami so obnoxiously.
If you've listened to this show, I haven't once caped up for Miami.
One down the middle.
You haven't? You what you did to Washuzin was disrespectful.
Right, but we were just talking about a broadcast. But I haven't done a CFP ranking discussion today. I'll do that on Kane's Insight with D Money and Peter Ruiz today, live at 1 p.m.
Gary Furman.
Not a real podcast.
Gary Furman, local legend? Yes or no? Gary Furman, Zaslow.
No. You can't say that John Gruden's putting together a staff.
Oh, he reported that wrong. That's a good callback. Jessica, you're going to play. You're going to do the bucket with us here. You're going to suffer.
Fine.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeremy. What do you got? You got the Colts?
I got the Colts hosting the Houston Texans. That defense is stingy.
Let me remind everyone, the bucket is presented by Dentek's Ultimate Fantasy Football Punishment. Learn more and sign your league up at dentek.com.
Dominique Foxworth says that the Colts have a quarterback problem. A quarterback problem.
What does he know? Dave Damashek convinced me the Texans are going to win. I'm putting it back.
The Colts are 4.5-point favorite at home. You're crazy.
I know.
That's a good favorite.
I know it is. Shit. I got the Saints.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At Dolphins.
At the Dolphins.
So the Saints are a 6.5-point dog on the road. They're
choice.
terrible.
Even the Dolphins are favored by 6.5 against anybody.
They're terrible. Go ahead, Mike.
There's a very short Reaper this week.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals. Do I get Joe back?
You do. You get Joe back and Chase, and they're at Baltimore.
You should keep
No
him.
T. Higgins, though.
They're a 7.5-point dog.
I like to call this game the tryptophan game.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Where's your mouthpiece?
All right. I'm not crazy about it, but Packers.
Packers at
Jack
Lions.
White concert. There we
At
go.
Lions. Lions a 2.5-point favorite. Big game, Zaz? Big game or not a big game?
Packers, Lions.
Big game or not a big game?
Thanksgiving.
Big game or not a big
NFC
game?
North. That's a big game.
That is a big game.
All right, here we go. My first pick. I got the Tennessee Titans.
Playing a little bit better, but
Playing a little better. Playing the Jags.
You never watched them.
They're a good team.
They're a 6.5-point dog at home. Jessica, think about who you want to pick for you, please.
You watch football, Tony?
Buddy, do I watch football?
I'm just asking,
That's why I
man.
put it back.
No one's ever said Titans are playing better.
He said that, not me.
Jessica, for the record, I volunteered to pick for you if you need a helpful
Same.
hand.
I got the Seattle Seahawks who play the Minnesota Vikings, 10.5-point favorites. They're going to beat that ass.
Who's Minnesota's starting quarterback this week?
He sucks.
Who is it, though? It's not Wentz, so who is
It's
it?
Brosmer, isn't it? The Minnesota rookie?
So I don't know who's starting for the Vikings at quarterback.
Doesn't matter. Might as well be
Max
fly after
Brosmer.
Thanksgiving.
I just told you.
Jess, you want me to pick for you?
Yes.
All right, I'm picking for Jess right here. This is Jess. First pull, Falcons. Sorry about that. You're actually a favorite at the Jets. 2.5-point favorite.
Yucky, no.
Okay, putting it back. A little rummage here for Jess. I go to the bottom here. The Titans. Wow, I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
Yes!
keep that.
Hell yeah!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah!
Tony thinks they've been playing
but
better.
they're playing better.
I'm so psyched about this.
Now let me-
Really, I want you to
Why?
lose so bad.
Here, let me do my pick
What
now.
did I do?
You know what you
The
did.
Raiders. Wow, I am just picking awful helmets.
I'm gonna give you terrible Pittsburgh
The
recommendations.
Raiders
They're
are
at
under-
the Chargers, a 9.5-point
back,
dog.
Putting that back.
I know a valet who you should give your car to.
These
Mike.
3 helmets I've picked. Like, let's see if I get the Jets here, it'll be an all-time bad 4 helmets. The Raiders again. Wow, this is just awful.
Yeah, you helped no one.
Wow. I've had a terrible year at the bucket. Worst ever, they're
He
saying.
owes 3 punishments
Yeah.
still. It's about to be 4.
Yeah.
You're cursed.
Yep.
It seems
Next week
that
I'll
you're
sing the
cursed.
national anthem before a show.
Jessica, just so that we're clear on the disrespect, I thought you were asking us if the person's name was Bronson. I still don't know what Max. What is his
Brosmer.
name? Brosmer. Okay, I thought you were asking. I didn't know you were telling us.
No, it's okay.
She speaks with authority.
Oh my God! What happened? There's a spider in there. They got you with a spider in there.
What a great gag.
Please tell me they had a video of that. Please tell me that we can show people how scared he really got of that.
Great
my
gag.
God, I hope the video caught that because that's legitimate fear from Zaslow. I'm sorry they did that to you. Are there any more spiders in there, Reaper? Reaper, despite your
sorry.
lack of size, that was a good move. Yeah, that's as scared as I've seen someone.
We're working on the instant replay.
Zaslow, what did you get
I
there?
got the Bears.
Wow, we really scared him. The
Eagles.
The Bears.
I'm putting it back.
Black Friday game.
Wow, the rare time he got a win with the Bears last week, but now puts it back.
I love the Bears
I
to
got
cover
the
that.
Jaguars. Nice.
Jags 6.5
Fraudulent.
point favorite.
Titans are playing better.
Yes, Mike keeps saying that. Jessica, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. I'm Golden Helmet, so I got one more week
Bye.
of Golden Helmet. Good seeing you, Jessica. I
didn't
don't
like that trick.
Get nutty with Hampton Farms, the official peanut of bowl season, bringing you the ultimate game day snack. There's nothing like the roar of the crowd, the thrill of the play, and the satisfying crack of fresh in-shell peanuts. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, Hampton Farms Peanuts keeps your energy high and your taste buds happy. Join the celebration of college football with every delicious crunch. Purchase for sharing with friends, tailgating outside the stadium, or cheering from the couch. Grab a bag from the produce aisle of your local grocery store and savor the game one peanut at a time.
At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
There's a reason Chevy trucks are known for their dependability, because they show up no matter the weather, push forward no matter the terrain, and deliver. That's why Chevrolet has earned more dependability awards for trucks than any other brand in 2025, according to J.D. Power. Because in every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard. Visit Chevy.com to learn more. Chevrolet received the highest total number of awards among all the trucks in the J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study. Awards based on 2022 models. Newer models may be shown. Visit JDPower.com/awards for more details. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Dan Le Batard.
I don't think I ever got that many roses in my whole life.
Stugotz.
Certainly not from your lovely grandfather, God may his soul rest in peace.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
That was a good trick. Zaslow, that's as scared as I felt the energy of his fear. That was not bit. Look, I did not know until today's show that Zaslow is legitimately afraid of spiders. The Zaslow Show 2.0,
No the.
is available now wherever it is you get your podcasts, and he has said that you cannot text him or in any way contact him through social media with a spider, or he will block you. He's an affable person, but that is his line. It's because he legitimately fears the spider. I was shown before the show some quotes. I saw some good quotes in a couple of different stories that I reacted to differently. One was seeing the way Tim Kuhn, who's still doing excellent writing for ESPN, wrote about Bill Belichick in North Carolina, long form. But also I saw some quotes from Lee Corso. And it made me sad for Lee Corso because he kind of misses game day. And I understand everything at the end. He got such a great send-off. I was thinking to myself, it felt a bit like Ozzy Osbourne's send-off, where he gets the celebration at the end of his career, and how lovely that we would be able to eulogize somebody while they're still with us, allow them the grace of aging on television, and send him off with a goodbye that made both networks stop and genuflect, both of them in honor of what a mascot and voice he's been. But I haven't heard the sound. I've just read the quote. So play Lee Corso talking about now being away from College Game Day.
What has this season been like? Because it's the first one out of college football for you in what's probably felt like forever. What has it been like for you?
Lousy. I hate it. I can't watch College Game Day. I mean, I just can't get used to it. I'm not working anymore. I used to fly all over and but it sucks.
That made me sad.
And why are you smiling?
Do you understand how emotions work?
I hate it. It sucks was not the answer I was expecting.
Because that's kind of like it looks like he's outside of a restaurant, just a news guy. It's just kind of like a fun, like, hey, how's it going in retirement? And he's just like a brutally honest of like, yeah.
He's in a parking lot. Well, look. Bobby Bowden said famously, once upon a time, I don't want to retire. There's only one event after retirement where your friends gather for you anymore, and you're not alive to see it.
Why can't he throw a party?
That's uncommonly honest. I feel I've wanted over the course of today's show, this is what I've wanted to do. I've wanted, before the end of the season, to do an honest University of Miami broadcast like the one Mike wants. So it's not Bob Wischusen, but it's our show just during a game.
Now you're talking.
And also...
You wanted Amin as the turkey of the day?
I want Amin as turkey of the month. Turkey of the month.
Oh, wow.
Although
What's a different graphic?
Jessica might, based on that F1 minute
moment. No, you had it right. F1 moment.
And her internet moment as well. Not her internet
you
minute.
You like that when we did that?
No, well, no, I did not like. No, I don't like my employees.
You set it up all show. I'm like, Amin.
No,
Jessica's gonna try. Yeah.
It stunk. I don't like the employees, corporate time-stealing weasels, to actively not do their job well as an act of defiance. We'll show you and the audience we won't try even more. Amin embarrassed himself yesterday, and I think that should be punitive. I think something should happen to him based on what it is that he did. But then Jessica comes in and does the very same thing. Like, why promise me an F1 minute if that's what you're going to do? She wanted so badly to talk about Texas A&M and Texas, and that's an interesting one this weekend. Like of all of them,
I don't trust this committee if Texas wins this game.
They can't jump all the way into the picture.
I don't trust.
Go from 16 to 10.
Hey, you guys want
3 losses?
You guys want some information?
Oh, what?
I happen to know.
Yeah.
You have a happen to know.
He happens to know? Great Scott, he happens to know. He happens to know. Gather everyone. Get the children. He happens to know. So wise.
It's funny every time.
Florida was going down to the wire with this one battling, but I think the crushing realization that they are not going to get the guy they thought they were going to get for months on end, that's finally lapped upon their shores. I think they're pivoting. Jed Fish right now is a desired candidate.
I mentioned Jed Fish on ESPN too, like a month and a half ago.
By the AD, but the boosters have some other plans.
Is it Dabo Clock?
I think you're going to see a lot of big-time names. The boosters want sizzle because they missed out on Lane Kiffin. I don't think Jed Fish, though I believe him to be a good coach, liked him down here in Miami when he was here. That's not going to please these boosters.
I meant to ask Jessica, and I failed to do it, if anyone in our audience has any objection as the professionalization of college football makes it more and more the second biggest sports business that there is in America, that when Mike Gundy gets blown out at one of these lower tier jobs that's still a decent job, that the way that Oklahoma State very quickly tries to snap its fingers and fix, okay, let's get that Mike Gundy stink off of us, is let's just get North Texas's quarterback and North Texas's coach. They seem good at offense over there. Can we make it a slightly better thing here by just grabbing the smaller programs, coach and quarterback? Some people listening to this are made uncomfortable by that as just a transaction, no?
I mean, it follows logic. The quarterback stuff isn't out there, but I expect the quarterback to follow the head coach. I also expect the happens to know DC to follow, and that's a right move for Oklahoma State. They don't have T. Boone Pickens around anymore. They're going to have to win inside the margins, get one of these guys that is going to use them to launch pad themselves into a bigger job. That's a reality for Oklahoma State. It's not a reality that was there for them at the turn of the century for several years when they had a huge power broker in the sport. T. Boone Pickens goes away. They're kind of outgunned. So this is a great hire for them.
Jamal Hill is going to join us here in a little bit. Jeremy Taché is under the best of circumstances. His heat analysis can be both very informative and too much to handle. So Jeremy Taché wanted everyone to know that Tyler Hero in his last game, where he had 24 points and 0 assists, tied an NBA record for made floaters in that game.
Hell yeah.
Made an NBA record. I did not know that we were tracking made floaters, but he made 8 floaters, and so Tyler Hero in his return to the Miami Heat as an all-star, a tying of any in game played throughout history since we started tracking floaters. I'm guessing that's fairly recent, the tracking of floaters.
Yeah, that's in the NBA tracking era, the shot tracking era, but 8 of 9 on floaters in that game, and I believe that tied C.J. McCollum and Jalen Brunson in their careers. Those are the only other 2 guys who have ever made 8 floaters in a singular game. That was his first day back, and they normally say, timing with that is a little bit difficult.
Most people know that stat, though. It's like DiMaggio.
Oh, do you want another
stat,
though?
Who had the most floaters in a game?
How many threes did McCollum make last night? Because I saw he had 45.
He's got a lot.
How many?
He had 45 threes.
No, he had
That's higher than average.
46. He had 10 threes last night.
Wow.
How about this stat? Per Brett Usher, qualified players in NBA history to average a double-double with a steal per game, a block per game, and 40% from 3. Larry Bird in 1984-85, and through 18 games, Khalil Ware this season.
That's a good stat. Dog. There was actually an interesting Heat set that Jeremy showed me. I say this as if I'm surprised.
You sound surprised.
Well, because the Miami Heat...
You watch any games yet this year?
No, not yet. I'm getting to it, though. Oh, no, I saw one that was on Amazon Prime. It was an NBA Cup game, and they didn't win.
NBA Cup's tonight, too.
You know what's crazy? I looked it up. The main tiebreaker in the NBA Cup is head-to-head. So the Miami Heat are running the least amount of pick and rolls in the league by a lot. And that's crazy because
they're going to set an NBA record.
Because I'm pretty sure if Bam Adebayo gets a statue outside of the arena, it's going to be that dribble handoff.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
Also, when your signature move is a dribble handoff,
it's not. Should put it on the poll.
It would be the block on Tatum.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Should Bam's statue be a handoff?
Come on, it's his signature move, the dribble handoff.
Kirk Goldsberry says of the Heat, quote, Miami's doing something completely different. Will teams around the NBA start to copy this like they copied elements of the Spurs or D'Antoni's systems? That's what the nerds are talking about. And Stan Van Gundy has said of Khalil Ware, his development has been fun to watch. This was on Zach Lowe's podcast. Their last 7 or 8 games, he's been as dominant as any big in the league. This is a legit leap happening right before our eyes, is what Stan Van Gundy is saying.
Oh, yeah.
On the Zach Lowe podcast. But here is the instant replay finally of Zaz being legitimately scared by a spider in the bucket. He is indeed horrified. Play this because this is as scared as I've ever felt someone be in our environment. He jumped away from me. I felt his energy.
No, it's okay.
She speaks with authority.
Oh, my God. What happened? There's a spider in there? They got you with a spider in there? That is the brave Jonathan Zaslow, the face of bravery.
Face of a sucker.
It's the holidays and the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. The holidays are all about gathering around with family and friends, so why don't you bring out a cornucopia of that beautiful white can Miller Lite or draft? Whatever it is, you know it's going to be a special time when you bring out Miller Lite, because Miller Lite makes special time Miller time. Whether it's a late night hang after the holiday party or standing around a fire pit with the fam, Miller Lite just fits. It's a taste you know you can depend on. Brewed for flavor with simple ingredients like malted barley, rich balanced toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. And at 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces, it lets you enjoy the season without weighing you down. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 50 years later. The best holiday beers are the ones you don't expect. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.